Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning. How are you? It is the third day of October, Wednesday morning. Time as I make this is 4:11 a.m. Hi, Rich here. And it is, again, fairly comfortable out here this morning with temperatures that are in the 60s. And we look for another very warm day today. We had 89 yesterday, and I've got us in the upper 80s again today. So another warm, dry day with a sun and cloud mix. However, some changes are on the way. There is an approaching trough of low pressure, which will pick up some of that Gulf moisture. You probably know if you've been watching my blog, there's a lot of moisture in the Gulf of Mexico that has been shut off from us. But this trough approaching will draw some of that moisture up. So if you have evening plans this evening, I think you're fine. But I think in the overnight hours, there could be some widely scattered showers. And I've got a decent chance of scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two in the Friday forecast, all right? It's not going to be a washout, and we certainly haven't had any rain here in a while. So, temperatures, again, very warm today, but I think tomorrow will be a cooler day by several degrees, with Friday's high temperature only up to about 80. Now, if you're worried about Saturday weather, we've got the Alabama National Fair, we've got football games. I think the weather will be fine on Saturday. We'll be dry with temperatures into the probably middle 80s on Saturday. I've got a small rain chance in on Sunday, but mostly widely scattered showers. And right now, Monday and Tuesday look dry. So no tropical incursions right now. However, we are still watching the Gulf of Mexico. National Hurricane Center has taken that area of concerns level of possible tropical development in the next 7 days down a notch to 30%. That doesn't mean anything's going to happen. It means the models are in terrible disagreement. There is a broad general area of low pressure covering the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean and Central America. It's called the Central American Gyre. And something may develop out of that eventually, but the models still don't agree on what could develop. You'll see that the artificial intelligence model from the European is bullish on an idea of something going towards Florida, and various models, including the European operational run, indicating the possibility of future tropical storm development in the Gulf of Mexico. But we just don't know when and how it all will play out. What we don't want to see is something developing in the southwestern Gulf and heading on to the northeast like an opal, okay? And by the way, tomorrow is the anniversary of opal. I'll talk more about it later, but I remember on this day, October 3rd, I went on the 10 o'clock news on Channel 12 with great alarm indicating that opal had become a 115 mile an hour major hurricane. And that's how I went to bed that night, knowing that we had a major hurricane in the southwestern Gulf heading towards the northeast. And of course, that following morning, the winds went up to 150 miles per hour, almost a Category 5. So I was pretty alarmed by opal. It finally came ashore as a Category 3. We'll talk more about it. I'll probably tell the same story tomorrow morning. All right. We also have Hurricane Kirk in the Atlantic, Tropical Storm Leslie in the Atlantic. Both of those are so-called fish storms. They're not going to affect any land area. This morning, everything is normal, including live on the radio, 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. There'll be another forecast discussion, which is what this is. This is the video and blog update with all the information and the graphics in the 4 o'clock hour tomorrow morning. If you're watching on YouTube, there's instructions on how to get to our blog on our website, on Facebook, on Twitter, on our weather app. We're all over the place, all right? And your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations. That would be the Blue Water family of stations. It's a nice morning out here. I hope you have a great day today, and I'll talk to you later.